has warmed up and it's going to warm up even more. And the bees are flying and they're going to fly more. Saturday near 60 here in Illinois. But still a little snow on the ground. So what are you going to do with that snowball?
You don't need to worry about it.
You're not going to throw it at me, are you? You can't get any closer to me than that. Don't hit my camera. You missed me. Stop! Oh, look, I'm ruined. Hey, only one. Well, it's made a mess out there. We got a class Saturday. Somebody's tracking mud in. Let's keep following the mud trail. Cree, your feet are muddy.
Yep.
I've got a class on Saturday.
Dry.
Haley's up there mopping and you're just making more mud for us.
Hi, I'm Wes Workman. I live out by Mazan, Illinois. I'm a beekeeper. I've been trying to keep bees and raise some honey. It's going to help supplement my schooling as well as just trying to be the change that I want to see in the world.
That's cool. Yeah. So I get both of us in there. So what made you decide to come down and buy some hives off of us?
Well,
you find us on the internet or something?
Yep, found you on the internet. Trying to, well, just help out the environment as well as make some extra money while I go to school. I want to be a doctor. I'm a paramedic right now.
Oh, are you? Yeah. What kind of any special field? I mean, being a doctor, you want to get into?
Just general practitioner, moonlight in the ER, sort of.
Okay, cool. And do you have a school track? Or what school you go to, or you get your training, or?
Right now, I'm going to finish up at JJC. I only got a little bit left on my associates, so I'm going to hit a 4-year and work part-time, and I'm hoping the honey money actually supplements my schooling.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good. If I ever get sick, I'll look you up, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to keep it more or less like Eastern practices to keep your health normal, and then Western practices in an emergency. That's what I found works best, at least in my 7 years in emergency medicine.
Oh, I see. Have you looked into honey and how good honey is for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually started with beeswax ear candles.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about that.
And then wonderful. And then I started buying local honey to help with allergies because I never had allergies before, like 5 years ago. And then all of a sudden it started getting worse and worse. And I started eating honey and it amazingly helped.
Wow. Everybody tells me that. I've never had allergies, so I've never really had to try it. But everybody's always telling me that local honey just solved my allergy problems. It's amazing. Yeah.
That's why I'm excited to do it. And I've got such a great response when I started starting bees.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you came down and did business with us. I appreciate it.
I'm going to keep coming down and doing business with you.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to talk to you today about how to start beekeeping. Some of you probably go onto YouTube and you may just type in, how do I start beekeeping? What's it all about? And so very quickly, I just want to let you know that beekeeping is a lot of fun. It is very enjoyable. I find it to be a hoot. I've done it for a long time and it has its ups and down moments, but it's a lot of fun. So I want to do a couple of things with you first. I want to let you know that beekeeping is as easy as you want to make it or as complicated as you want to make it. So let's start very simply like this. You want to start beekeeping, here's what you got to do. First of all, you got to figure out where you're going to get your bees, and you got to do that pretty quick. Bees sell out pretty quick right in the first part of the year. When I first started beekeeping my first year, I missed it because when I called in January or February, sorry about the phone again, someone else will get it. But when I called early in the winter, it turned out that they were all sold out and I wasn't able to get any bees that year. Then I learned that you got to call in January, February, pretty early, maybe even March sometimes. But if you wait too long, if you wait till April, it's going to be hard to find bees. Get your bees ordered, figure it out. Second thing you got to do is get your hive equipment. Get your hive ready, get it purchased, get it sent to you so that you can, figure it out, how it's going to work. You can even put it out where you're going to put your bees and set it up and get it ready so when you get your bees, your equipment is all ready to go. And then thirdly, I would recommend you take a beekeeping class. Beekeeping can be a little more challenging in today's environment, so be sure and think about what you can do to actually help yourself become much more knowledgeable of beekeeping so that you can really do a good job keeping your bees. It's not that difficult. Bees are very forgiving. If you just tackle it knowing that, okay, I'm going to learn, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to get my bees, get my equipment, I'm going to get educated on how to keep bees, and it's going to be a lot of fun. On our website, by the way, we have a lot of information at honeybeesonline.com. We have free lessons, we have videos, videos show you how to install a package, we have videos on how to do hive inspections. You'll just be inundated with the resources we have. So if you're thinking about getting started in beekeeping, you should give it a go. Hey, I want to show you quickly some things that I've got scattered out here on the table that you may not know what they are. I'm just going to buzz through them and point them out to you, okay? So first of all, right here, we have your typical Hive Tool. This is kind of a neat one here. It's a stainless steel. It almost looks chrome plated, but it's just very polished. It's a smaller one, so it's pretty handy, and they cost a little bit more, but they're really good. They're thin and they're really tempered, so that they're good. But while we're talking about Hive tools, then we have the more common Hive tool, you know, these big ones that we've seen for a century, I guess, or more. Little spot here to pull out nails, prying, scrapers and prying and all that. This is a man's Hive tool because this one, as you can tell, is made for a woman, because most men prefer, you know, a color like this. These are actually some that we make that actually we have them painted, and you can see it's got a nice coating of pink automotive paint on it for women that might want to kind of look cool with the pink Hive tool. And if you're a guy and you want a pink Hive tool, we'll sell you one. Or you have the J hook, letter J. Has a little more kind of cool little hook here to pry up frames if they're hard to get to. And a lot of people prefer these. These are very traditional Hive tools, you know, in theory, but they just have an added hook, a little different scraper unit on the end, okay? So Hive tools, okay. Speaking of scraping, you know what this is? This is when you can't get all the honey cells open with your knife on a honey frame, and so you just have to scrape open the holes. Boy, those are sharp, so be careful. All right, you know what this is? This is to pull a frame up out of a hive if you don't want to touch it with your fingers. You can just open this up and it kind of goes onto a frame, you squeeze it, it pulls the frame up. It's called a frame grip. I first started beekeeping with one of those. All right, look at this. Know what this is? This is probably more uncommon that you would know what this is, but some of you know what it is right away. It is called a honey gate. It's a honey valve that screws onto a tank, and then you push down and it allows honey to come out so you can bottle your honey. Everybody knows what this is. It's an entrance feeder. You put a jar here, feed your colony like that. Here's a neat one. Let me see if I can get up close to this so you can see what this is. Can you see what this is? Some of you know I have lived with these before for so long. I know these so well. This is a grafting tool. If you want to raise your own queens, you stick this in a cell and you lift up a one-day-old larva, and then you put it in a queen cell cup and put it in a queenless colony, and you can raise your own queens. This is a grafting tool for queen rearing. I think that's it. So if you are thinking about starting beekeeping, let me encourage you to do it, because we need more honeybees. We really need our pollinators, and we don't want to ever see them go away. So the more beekeepers we have, then the more honeybees we have. So It's not too late this year. I don't know when you're going to watch this video, but if you're watching it in the early part of the year, January, February, or March of any year, then go for it. Become a beekeeper. Check us out at honeybeesonline.com and visit us. We'd love to talk to you. There's the phone again.
Okay, here's the gift that Casey and Stephanie gave us the other day. Put my coffee beans in there, I pushed it down, I locked the little handle, and now for the smell, the pleasant smell, ooh, of the coffee beans. Wow. Thank you guys.